My name is Eric Harris. I am the Press Secretary with the Religious Action Center of Reform Judaism, and this is your weekly legislative update for December 20th, 2010. Here we bring you the tools to take action on the most critical issues making their way through Congress. This weekend, the Senate voted on one of the most important civil rights issues of our time. Thanks to your hard work and that of millions of other Americans who believe that no member of the military should be forced to serve while hiding their sexual orientation, Don't Ask, Don't Tell was overturned. Thank you for calling, emailing, and urging your members of Congress to end this outdated and unfair policy. In just a few weeks, Southern Sudanese will vote on whether to secede from Sudan and form a new country. Many experts fear that this referendum, part of an historic 2005 peace agreement that ended Sudan's civil war, may spark renewed large-scale violence. Referendum preparations are underway, as are high-level negotiations between Sudanese leaders on the key flashpoint issues that could spark renewed conflict. At the same time, the situation remains bleak in Darfur, where reports of increased violence against civilians, a lack of access to many areas for humanitarian aid and peacekeeping forces, and ongoing human rights abuses signal a need for greater American efforts to bring peace to the region. Here are some ways you can urge President Obama to make peace in Sudan a top priority and ensure a strong U.S. presence. The START Treaty is one of the most significant arms control agreements in the last 2 decades. It represents a major constructive step toward the goals of advancing U.S. security and ridding the world of the threat of nuclear weapons. START has the potential to create political momentum for an international nuclear non-proliferation effort. At the same time, the U.S. and Russia take seriously the threat of a nuclear Iran, as well as the danger of these weapons falling into the hands of terrorists. The Senate vote to ratify the new START nuclear armed treaty is planned for this week, but each hour, the situation gets more precarious. Now is the time to make one last call to each of your senators and urge them to support this important treaty that will reduce and secure nuclear weapons here and in Russia. Here's some ways you can urge your senators to support START treaty ratification to bring about a world free of nuclear weapons. Remember, you can find ways to email your elected officials, find talking points, and more information about these issues and more on action.rac.org.